So you know what? Do it that way. Why is that? I don't end. Stupid thing.
I cannot believe that you're late.
I can.
So
Why?
disappointed in you. So
No,
disappointed.
you can't be disappointed in me. My expectations are the same throughout the year.
Lower than a set of snake's balls.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're
I
just
can.
dropping off.
What are you doing a meeting streaming from the car?
Yeah, we're just dropping off tiny ass back at our mum and dad's house.
Oh.
So that's why I was asked you to do it on time, which obviously you will. How you been, mate?
Grand. You good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. That is either you've shrunk or that's just a normal sized pint.
It comes in pints.
Yeah, that looks as though you've actually, like, honey, I shrunk the Casey.
I mean, that's fun. Yeah, I don't think I could get any smaller. So yeah. I
Mate, what a result on Sunday for the mighty St Mirren.
was about to say Scottish
Pumpkin.
Cup winners.
No, it's just the League Cup. So it's like the cup that Newcastle won.
It's still a Scottish Cup, so it counts.
Yeah. Absolutely pumped the famous Glasgow Celtic.
Yeah, that guy's going to get the sack again, isn't he? Like, I know it's a
Mate,
different fella, but
if they get beat tonight, he is getting sent straight back to Montreal or Colombia or wherever he's from.
never even heard of the guy. And then it's like he's popped up and he's got on hump again and again and again. But what a shame.
It's typical Celtic going for the cheap option, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
It did indeed.
I said to one of the boys, because I went to the pub to watch it, and it was the first
Mm.
time I'd had a drink since October. This
Yep.
is Saturday. I said to one of the boys, I says, after Celtic getting pumped off Aroma, this is the best time to play Celtic because they're in such a state this now. And
Yeah,
obviously, Schmeichel has not had any good handlings at Hampden in the last 6 months.
he's not.
So,
He's not. He's had an absolute stinker of a season so
yeah,
far. So,
back-to-back
well,
cup losses and then getting beat off there with Denmark. Happy days.
yep. So, it is a chaos show. It is the last show of the year. I'm in a mood to burn the place down. I did have the feedback from the questions that I put up the other day. I've written them down on a piece of paper, which is upstairs, obviously, because I am always properly prepared when I host. But I'll get them down in a bit, and we can go over them. If anyone has contributed to the favourite things you've posted, painted, or favourite thing that somebody else has painted, I will put together something for that before the end of the year. Because I can go back and look over it all. And to be honest with you, a lot of it's the same stuff. Because you're all boring.
Yeah.
What I did like and what I will say now is that our guests and our answerers for this feedback survey, they've all got very inflated egos of themselves. Because when I asked what was your favourite episode of the Inquisition, the main answer was mine.
Yeah.
So, that was disappointing. Not
Remember,
because, not because,
folks, if you want to jump in, send a request in case we'll let you in. I'm
yeah,
surprised.
I'm in charge. Yeah.
I'm surprised Graham hasn't asked to join yet, or he's probably on the Yorkshire Dales murdering some poor prostitute.
Getting his advertising for Graham West Garden Services on the go.
Yeah.
Your daughter's just noticed somebody's at the back of your car.
Yeah, me, I hit the house. My daughter just realised I reversed the car into the house a few weeks ago. She doesn't know the reason why though. So
Are you going to be streaming your drive home? Because that would be a great watch.
Are we best friends?
friends, at least I've got friends.
Hey! I'm his
English
best
friends as
friend now.
well.
Definitely friends.
Yeah, definitely friends. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll see my drive back. Right, come on, you.
Stream and drive, drink and fly.
Yeah. Casey's drinking and streaming, and I'm driving and streaming. Right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. So,
Oh,
we've got wee Perry Jerry. There she is there.
all right,
There's,
Jerry.
oh, see, Perry, the perimenopause are right. You can't hit the driver. Lady Penelope never once hit. What was his name?
Parker.
Parker.
Yeah, but
What,
Lady
what, yeah.
Penelope sat in the back and told Parker what to do.
That's what Geraldine does. She likes to be a passenger princess, don't you, Geraldine?
Yes.
And also, you forget that Lady Penelope's car had a gun and stuff in it and all sorts of madness,
Yeah.
which was great fun. Here we go. Request number one to join of the evening. In you go. Took well, how long did that take? 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably Graham just getting home.
There he is. It is Graham. How you doing, Graham?
I'm just jumping in for a moment because I've just got in from work and I'm absolutely shit up and knackered.
So,
Just a moment. Okay, right. I'm going to ask the first question, and this is going to be the question I ask every guest when they come on tonight. Because I am, like I said at the start, I am in the mood to burn the place down.
Go on.
Is sci-fi and fantasy lore all just bullshit?
Well, of course it is because it's science fiction. It's fiction. It's all
No, I
bullshit.
mean, if you think about it, like how convoluted it gets, how ridiculous it gets, they all borrow from each other, and then they
Yeah.
just shit on it.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it's like anything else, and especially when you're running a company that's trying to make money, it's just like going, what can we do? Oh, we've already said that. Like, it don't matter.
You know what?
Just change it.
I'm not even just thinking about the
No.
weapons and stuff.
I know. No, just in general, if you can change whatever you want, comic books do it all the time.
Yes,
Like the
yes.
number, all they do is like, and then if they really want to do something really, like, they just go, oh, it's a different universe. It's
Or
not that universe. I
or
mean,
something. Yeah.
look at the Marvel films now. They've turned around and said that they want to do something, so they just go, oh, it's an alternate universe. Oh, we're bringing them from that universe and this universe. Blah 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 blah. They just mess around with it however they want. And yeah, but that's why it's fiction. You can do whatever you want with it. You
It's
can
all
just
bullshit. Do we invest too much into it?
Well, yes, but it's only too much if it becomes a problem. You can invest your entire life in it if you want, but if it starts affecting the fact that whether you're going to work or not, then it's problematic, isn't it? But it, you know, it, as long as you're enjoying it, it doesn't matter how much you invest in it. As long as you're enjoying it and it's not affecting the rest of your life, then invest away.
Good stuff. Good stuff. How
It's the
how
state of my hair. I was
is
right
that why
messed
you
it
not
up.
got the light on? Because I can just see like rogue strands of grey sticking up.
No, we've only got the lamp on. I'm literally sat on the sofa in my boxers, with my wife next to me on her phone. I'm covered in dust from work. I've got splits all over my fingers because I've been using the diesel without gloves. I've been laying a metre by metre porcelain tiles for the last 2 days,
Mm.
and they're heavy as shit. And they're dead big and hard to put in, and my body's just screaming at me, going, "What are you doing? You're not bed." Basically. But other than that, it's grand. So yeah, I started Nippon before I went and got changed and everything. But yeah, no, I don't think you can be too invested
Why?
really,
Hang on,
as
look,
long as it's not.
I've just added Jayhan into this. Why is everyone?
Here he comes.
I mean, actually, the circle of doom is scrolling.
Oh, God's sake! Good old Insta.
I'm expecting some sort
okay,
of
I'm going to
badness.
jump off this now, right? Because I'm going to start screaming because some cunt pulled out in front of me and get arguing with the girl behind you. Right, I'll see you in a minute.
Call in when you're on. Stop
I
driving.
I pulled out. Somebody was turning left before, and I pulled out. And somebody, because when they were pulling up to the junction to the turn off, there was nobody behind them. So I pulled out as they were turning in, and then somebody came flying behind them. It's 40 mph speed limit, and I just screamed at the top of my lungs. I mean, they won't have heard me, obviously. I just screamed like, "That's not fucking 40, is it?" Like they can hear me. Like this person that's just absolutely nearly taking back ending my van off's going to hear me.
Oh, I had one the other night driving up motorway. This car's gone. I was in lane one. Car's gone up lane two in the middle of me, like the fucking Batmobile in the second one when he turns the lights off, and I'm like, okay, I've seen your brake lights, you're fine. I carried on driving for a bit, and then I have time to take something, so I'm in lane 2, and I don't realise this fucking Batmobile cunt's in lane 3, and I'm next to him, and I don't know why, I look to my right, and he's trying to pull across on me.
Yeah.
I actually had the kid in the back, wife next to me, and I lost my shit. It was great fun. Great fun. I love it.
Like, so, hang on. Well, listen, Linz, have I got road rage? You need to speak so they can hear you. 100%. Did you hear her? She mumbled 100%.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of road rage. It's better than house rage.
Yeah. I was waiting for her to say I've got that as well.
Why are you filming this for, Chris?
I'm taking a picture just to show you where you might want to.
Is it because this is on display? Fuck off. Yeah, go on, away with you. Go speak to him.
Sophie, shut up. Honestly. Right, my dog, she's got this frigging squeaky burger toy, right? Mrs. bought her it, and she doesn't normally bother with toys that much. She plays with them a little bit. This burger, it's like the second coming of Christ. It's honestly, it's like, hang on. Oh, get off. This fucking thing.
Oh, I love a squeaky toy.
Jesus Christ. She goes mad for it. So you just sit down, you just stand and relax a little bit. And she goes like, "This is the best time to come and annoy the shit out of you and play with this toy." It really isn't, soft, darling. It really isn't. Go away, you little shitbag.
They love doing it. Like, yeah. I'm fully expecting when Don gets in for him to be assaulted by his dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened last week, and I was trying to keep a straight face, but at the same time, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, dear me.
So, what are your hobby plans for 2026, then, Graham?
Well, my good lady is talking about buying me an airbrush for Christmas, so that could be interesting. Because I've got the Warhound that Chris printed me, built up.
Yeah.
And so I want to paint that, but it's just too big to paint by hand. Everything. Shut up, you little wanker! Oh, not bad.
He is talking to his dog, not his kids or anyone
I am
like
talking to a dog.
Yeah.
And she's a wanker. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's too big to paint by hand. I'm not painting by hand. And I've got a couple of tanks to do and some other bits. So yeah, an airbrush would be dead handy. And I would like to start playing around with OSL and to get real quality OSL. It's an airbrush is by far better. Yeah, I just need to get through some of the grey really, and I want to get a Blood Angels army. I want to get enough points that I can actually like try and play a game, learn to play a game.
I think you've got enough of the stuff going on anyway that you've probably got an army.
Yeah, I've got a small army, but the problem with me it has to be right. It has to, I can't. I couldn't go into somewhere with like part of an army. I just couldn't. I'd have to.
I'm back, bitches.
Sneaky Ferrero Rocher, love it.
Oh,
Oh, look at me, Mr. Moneybags. Only rich people can afford Ferrero Rocher, and we're in a cost of living crisis.
My missus went to a cheap shop other day and she got these. And if you see them in a cheap shop anywhere, they're absolutely banging.
Are they like Ferrero Rocher but with pistachio in the middle?
It's like pistachio, praline, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. And like marzipan in it.
Well,
Absolutely banging.
Marzipan is so fucking disgusting, man.
Yeah, marzipan's fine. What are you talking about? It's a
What are you talking about? Marzipan is.
You can't really taste it.
You can't have a
No, you can't. You can't taste
marzipan.
You can't taste the marzipan so much, don't. So you probably be fine.
I will say though, my dad is a mental bastard because he will just eat a block of marzipan like it's like a chocolate bar.
Nothing mental about that. That's absolutely fine.
I don't mind a little bit, but not loads.
You know what I hated? You know what I hated? My mum used to buy it all the time. Battenberg. Blech, that was rank.
Battenberg's banging. Oh,
I'm ready to bang your face when I see you, Graham, because it's disgusting.
a nice fresh Battenberg. Not when it starts to go dry and shit. A
Nice.
fresh Battenberg.
You know what's good though? The little ones. You get the Kipling to do the little ones. Right, I can't see it, but
Oh, Jan, you are some cookie.
Jesus Christ.
I can't see him, so this is fine for me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, was there a conversation about nipple
Can
earlier?
someone
By the
turn on
way,
the audio descriptive version for me?
No. No, what it was, we had to get to 1,800 followers, and Pench was going to show a nipple, but
No, it wasn't.
yeah, you were,
No, it wasn't.
because, yes, you were. Now,
No, it
because we
wasn't.
didn't get, you were. Now, because we didn't get to 1,800, I'm going to show my nipple.
well,
There we go,
hang on.
folks.
If we're all showing nipples, let's just.
Oh, Graham, you're spoiling us. Right,
We'll all go
Casey, you need to
nippling.
get it out now.
Come on.
Hey!
For everyone. Fucking hell.
I'll get
There's
What
it.
is
another
the
one.
Wednesday
Just to show that I've got two. There we go.
There we go.
Don't, why have you got like no hair on your body?
No, mate, I've got like 5 hairs, right? And I used to call them, like after the people in Trumpton, like Hugh Pugh, Barney McGrew, Captain Double Grub. Smooth like a baby's bum.
Smooth as a
Move
baby's
like
ass.
a hairless cat, like
So,
or
so
something.
I get like on the front of my shins where my pants rub on them at work. It takes all the hair off, so I've got like dead hairy legs, and then just this like oval section to the right of my shin that's
I
just
know
bald.
Yeah, I've got that as well. Like half my leg is hairy, and my other half is as smooth as Casey's arse.
No,
Mate,
that's
I look like a gorilla if I'm naked.
I still can't see a J-Hand, so I don't know what's going on. But I imagine it's glorious.
It's
It's
something.
for the Emperor and the Meow Marines.
Honestly,
Right. If
He
I have to,
he doesn't have the vox to go with the thing that we're seeing. So it sounds like he actually sounds like David Prowse. And if you've ever watched any Star Wars before
Yeah.
they put James Earl Jones' voice in, it's like watching that in real life.
No, is it more like I heard the
I
tobacco
am your
one?
father.
Has he got the giant cat head on?
No, he's got a giant meow Space Marine cat head on.
Yeah, it's a space marine with little ears.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean the ears are kind of out of sync with the rest of the hat.
Proportion.
Oh, you got to love the little paw.
Oh,
It's
no,
fucking
no.
hard to breathe in this thing, though. I might die.
Oh damn! You never disappoint, bud.
Is he still here? Is he gone? I don't know what's going on. No, still here.
I just
Right.
thought my missus is doing her hair, and I thought she'd throw something at me. She's actually just shaking. That is some hand technique you've got there.
Fuck me.
She's not impressed with that.
No. Hang on. Dunk, you were in the car like 5 minutes ago. How long did it take you to drive?
Look at it.
She's not happy.
Blast him with it, Jerry. Give him just throw whatever it is at him.
What dye is that?
It's red dye. Because
Mate.
yeah,
Is it like red dye number 5 or is it
Good.
mahogany auburn or something?
Right.
no.
Hang on.
What dye is
Look
it?
at my missus there. Hang on. Show your missus my missus there. Hang on. Don't turn your face away.
No, that is.
It's lovely.
Geraldine, this is the sort of hair that you need to
The
get
same
to.
colour as my helmet.
Here, J-Han. Do you want to? If people can't see you, that's going to get taken the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, shit. Different
About your
helmet.
pink helmet. That's just wrong.
Jesus Christ. How long have we been on and it's already gone south?
Yeah, so far we've had nipples. Even though you said you weren't going to show yours, you still showed it.
Yeah, peer pressure, innit?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, just don't complain and I'll be fine. Right.
Right, I'm going to go.
Take
'Cause I'm
over
going to
for a
try and
minute.
clean
I'll go
myself
get
up a
this.
bit.
Will you come back on, Graham, before?
Yeah, of course I will, mate. Yeah, whatever. If
Yeah,
you want me, I'll stay in chat. I'll leave it running. I'm just gonna go try and clean myself up because I can feel the dust on my skin.
Is that the dust of the bodies that you've cremated today?
No, that feels different. That's a bit smoother.
Oh, yeah, take this off.
This is more grainy. This is more like sandy, so it's a bit. You
No.
can't really cope with it.
Shit, I can't take it off.
Oh, our brother Meow Marine is now stuck with his helmet on. He can't get his helmet off now.
I still can't see it, so I feel like I'm
Jehan,
missing out.
stop pulling at your helmet.
Yeah, stop pulling your helmet. You'll get banned for Instagram from doing that.
This is a family show, Jehan. I'll have you know.
Yeah, you need to wait till after 9 o'clock. The Inquisition after dark.
Right,
Maybe we should do that at
mate.
some point. Just do like a Euro
Back a
trash
bit.
stream.
See me take my helmet out.
Right,
My
again,
God.
I know we got Jehan in there still. This is a chaos show. If you do want to join in, just fucking join in. I don't care.
Yeah. Casey's in charge and he's drinking a massive beer with his tiny wee hands.
I mean, look, it came out of this bowl, and I had 2 of them in there. So I am dying. It's fine though. If anything happens, Duncan call the ambulance number.
How's Sarah coping after Newcastle getting beat?
She's from Sunderland, so she's.
I know that, you fucking arse.
You're a fucking arse.
Baby, nobody listen.
At least one of us does.
Helmet's off.
Yeah, I would get the
No,
helmet back
me
on.
and Duncan,
Yeah.
one listens. Right, Jayan, how you doing, buddy? You good?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, well, I can't complain. Can't complain at all. I could do, but I
Looking forward
can't.
to the holidays?
It's time we get his helmet off.
Am I doing anything for? I'm going to see the in-laws. But
Oh, okay.
that's it. Nothing major. How about yourself? What are you up to, mate?
At the moment, debating with my brother whether we're going to have it around our house or his house. But like my house needs is decorating, so it's like complicated. But my brother's just being an arsehole, so just family drama.
Just get some spray paint and spray some baubles on your walls. And that green one, make a Christmas tree. There you go. You decorate it, pal.
Oh no, I've got a Christmas tree out in the garden.
That's the best place for it. It's a tree.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that not just a tree then you've got out in your garden and you just put
Yeah, it's a
bubbles
Christmas
on
tree.
it?
Yeah, it's a tree.
Isn't-
Put some baubles on it.
Oh.
Done.
But basically, if you put any lights or baubles on in tinsel on a tree, then it's a Christmas tree, really.
Yeah,
Exactly.
palm tree,
Yeah.
Cypress
What
tree.
they do in Hawaii? They put the on the palm trees, don't they?
Here's a question: are you tinsel men or non-tinsel men for your Christmas tree?
You got to have tinsel.
Tinsel.
Yeah, tinsel all the way.
What? And this is something myself and my good wife have debated about for the last couple of years. Do you put it on before the baubles or after? Because apparently some people put it on after, and that's just weird.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I would put it on after. No, I put the lights. Like, Geraldine left me in charge of putting the Christmas tree up this year. I didn't just bulldoze ahead. Apparently, I bulldozed ahead. I
Incoming.
did it over the. So basically,
You know what-
I went ahead
what
and
I
did
do?
it.
Because like with the balls now, I don't even bowl. I just throw them for the cats, and they're just like running around with. Cause the balls, cats will knock them off the tree, so I just leave them on the floor for the cats to play with.
No, that makes sense. That's tactical. At least then you ain't got to keep picking them up, and you ain't got to pick your tree up if it gets knocked over.
And, I used to tie it down with rope so they won't knock it down all the time.
That's why you don't have cats. Dogs don't do that. Mind you, Isa has been trying to eat the Christmas tree. Mind you, because she just eats
Yeah, I
everything.
was going to say, dogs do that. Like, my dog has
Yeah.
no concept of personal space.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a 6-year-old
that mug.
enough for that.
I got that mug you're drinking from Casey, that big tanker one.
You got that one?
Yeah, same fucking label.
Yeah, that's just a normal
Everything
sized glass.
Casey's hand.
That's just a normal sized glass in Casey's midget hand.
It comes in pints. There we go. I'll say it again. I'll keep quoting the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. But
That's his Jeremy Beadle hand.
It's a pint.
just because I've got the beard at the moment, you've got to bring the Jeremy Beadle reference in there.
Some people won't even know who Jeremy Beadle is or who he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Beadle's about would not last 5 minutes on the TV now because people are soft.
Oh, remember the Go Whiteleys? They just go in and just trash a shot.
Yeah. I always remember one where they trashed this person's car on their driveway. They just drove a digger into it or something, and the person's come out of the house and is screaming, losing the plot. And it got to the point where Jeremy Beadle's run out and like, no, it's a prank, and the woman was like near to beating the shit out of it. Couldn't do that.
Can't do that these days on TV. Cannot do that.
How are you, Heavy Metal Steve? How are you?
I am good, mate. How are you?
I'm getting fucking licked to death here off my dog. Stop it, dude.
Mate, that's the
Yeah, I'm
most
good.
attention you've had in like a good couple of months.
Oh, if only Geraldine licked me the way this dog is licking me right now.
Fucking hell.
I
I'm gonna
am,
go,
I
guys.
am.
I'll catch you guys in a little bit later.
Right,
Yeah,
see you
man.
later
Thank
on.
you
There
for
we
saying
go.
that.
Take care.
Meow. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
So, you set yourself up with some big news yesterday, Steve.
I did. I did. I literally, it's something that I've mentioned months ago, really. Just wanted to do something by myself and do like color development. Been painting for years, not just models. So yeah, just gonna do a lot of like the raw stuff. So getting your actual individual pigments, everything that builds it up, creating my own colors, and then getting the community involved in picking said colors to go on miniatures instead of just doing box art Steven all the time. So yeah, should be very, very fun. Should be something very new actually, and something that not I've not seen anyone do as of yet. So that's why I've gone for it as well. It's like it's not something that anyone else is out there messing with. So yeah, it should be nice just to be able to go at a nice pace.
And when are you looking to start doing this? Is this going to be like January sort of New Year, New
Yeah, so
You
I'm going
sort of
like
thing?
middle of January. I'm going to recover from Christmas, and then yeah, absolutely. Going to run for that and see what happens. Get involved, as I said, like stuff like Nurgle. I've looked at doing because prime opportunity to make different shades of greens, different little sheens and stuff like that. So yeah, should be very, very nice.
And tell me this, did you get your Secret Santa yet?
No, I have got zero tracking information at all.
I only found out on Saturday that you can actually see if your present's been sent by pressing on, oh, I need to go and fix that hair. Hair dyes everywhere, folks.
Yeah, the received bit in it. Yeah.
It's picking up in Dog's house. I have no idea what's going
Hello,
on there.
Sam.
Sam,
Hello
mate,
there,
how you
Steve.
doing?
I'm all right, Casey, mate. How you doing?
I am loving life. I'm not
Yeah.
really ready for shit, but yes, it's the last one of the year, so let's have a good time. Right,
Casey's
gentlemen,
going to be steaming in 20 minutes.
I've got two more in the fridge at a minute. Like this is apparently a liter, and I had it full earlier. I say earlier, I started half an hour ago, so we'll see what happens.
It's been a long day for you, hasn't it, Case? I can tell.
No, you know what? It's not been a bad day. It's just been a bit like in the last couple of weeks. I say I've been really busy work-wise, right? And then today, it's just the Christmas lull has hit hard,
Boom.
and it was like trying to find work, and that's always the worst struggle, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, if you're
receive
not busy.
yeah. But
Yeah, I will agree.
I asked Graham this, gents. I'll ask you both. What are your plans for the next year? Obviously, Steve, you've mentioned you got something on the go.
Yes.
Are there anything that you're both aspiring to in the next year?
Painting competition, Gold Damon. I'll take Sam's trophy this year.
I think you'd be great at it, Steve. Do it. It's so much fun. And are you going to try? You're going to be coming over to Adepticon, are you?
Yes, mate. I am indeed. I'll be coming over for it. I've got two projects on the go at the minute, ready for entering. So yeah.
I better get going, don't I? I better get started on a project. I haven't even started. I've primed up some bits for a model, and then I've got another one at least. I want to try and do 3, maybe 4, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. I've been struggling to find blooming time to do any hobbying, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say that, Sam. Like for Mr. Internet, you've not been on streaming as much the last month or two.
I've been ill. Like having children makes you a lot sicker than anything else in your life because they just like big germs. They bring back germs left, right, and centre. He's off school at the moment with like ear infections. He's got both ears infected, can hardly hear in one ear. Been on 2 sets of antibiotics, so yeah, it's rough. But we've been out. But honestly, like I've got so much on work wise, like is being busy and just trying to find time to paint. And then the thing about it is, I'm so bloody tired. When it comes to like an hour at night, I'm like, no, man, I'm just going to veg in front of the TV or something, or read or something.
Shoot some guns.
Well, I wish I had time to shoot some guns as well, man. To be honest with you, but yeah, it's one of those things. You go through it though, like
You do.
it
Yeah.
is what it is. It's understanding that it's not going to last for long, and then you'll be able to get back painted again once you got time. But
Yeah.
it's just it is what it is. It's like who's muted.
I think I went
Not
through
me.
that at the start of the year, like struggling.
Everyone.
I think I struggled at the start of the year.
Yeah, we lost you, Dunk, didn't we? You took a step back for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, like I really struggled. I think because I was concentrating so much on the Death Card Kill team, I kind of just, and I think also with Inquisition as well, I kind of just like I kind of really struggled at the start of the year, and I think when we had that break in the summer, it kind of definitely helped.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
fair.
honest. Like where Dunk's saying about that, I am proper in that phase at the minute. Like you were saying, Sam, like I've been so busy last 2 months of work and doing some other life bits. And now stuff's starting to slow down a little bit. I'm just in the middle of this big rut, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, you don't know how to get out of it. Yeah.
No. Like I painted some bits the other week, and I put a post of it up. It was just like a 5 squad of Space Marine Reavers. And I thought, yeah, that would do when I was painting at the time. And then a couple of days later, I picked it up and looked at it, and I could still see blue plastic. And I was like, oh, fucking assholes. And I can't be bothered to go fix them.
Don't talk to me about bare plastic. Like I bought a new lamp. This is why it's suddenly stupidly bright. That neat lamp, that you've used, Sam. You've advertised it, yeah. That.
Me
So, like, I got this,
advertising
and
anything? How dare you?
I literally sat there tonight and looked at a model and was like, "How the Christ have I missed about 10 parts on this?
Yeah,
I've spent like 30 hours on this shite."
It's
Like, yeah,
such a silly little thing, but the right light makes so much difference. And we've got these stupid fucking warm light things.
yeah.
And I usually paint in the kitchen, and there used to be spotlights, so I could see everything. And now, since we changed to them, can't see shit.
Yeah.
Could you not
And it
swap,
doesn't help my
out
eye.
one of those bulbs for like a daylight bulb?
I looked into it, but the wattage on the connections isn't strong enough.
It's
So
a heartbreaking moment.
yeah, I will probably move my painting studio to where I do my work in the day because that's got a better light. But it's a box room at the front of the house that the emergency used to be in. So I've got no room to swing a J hand in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
I must say, the one thing that they don't tell you when you get married or end up with a lassie full term is fucking having to wipe them down after they do their hair dye. It's a pain in the ass, man.
no, I don't do that.
I've never done that. That's just you.
Send them
just
off
you.
to the hairdressers, mate. Send them off to the hairdressers. You not only do you get rid of them for about 5 hours through the whole process, but it's also you ain't got to worry about any of that shit.
Yeah, but man,
That's
we're
what we
tight.
call
We're
manners.
Scottish. You know what I mean?
I will say that
Scottish.
it's the cleaning up the random spot of dye that they might have missed on like a worktop or in the bathroom. It's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes.
But yes,
right.
Oh, go on, Kev, sorry.
While I've got 2 guests in here, I'm going to go over some of the questions that I put online earlier in the week. So we might as well, Graham, get a photographer's like Casey. Yeah, you know what? I just need to do something and not be a lazy twat, mate. So, right. I put up some stories in the week about what do you think the best is, what do you think the worst is, blah. I'm going to go over what people have selected for the Games Workshop Best Mini of 2025. Now, Sam, I don't think you put any entries in. How dare you? I am very offended, sir. Steve, I'm pretty sure you did, though.
I did, yeah. I vaguely remember it, mate. I've slept since then, but yeah.
As long as you've got some sleep, yeah. So we've had some of the selections were, we've got Prince Vordai.
Oh, big dragon boy.
Sigma, as I had a dragon.
Yeah.
We've got 1 vote for the new Terminators, which I think is fair enough because they needed doing. I mean, they needed a bit of bumping up, didn't they? Because the old ones were just old.
Just resizing them, though. There's not that much wow factor about it. They've just been resized to Primaris Terminators. So
Like, they don't look a million times better, but the new little crotch plate was probably the best part of the entire new design that you get the freehand on. That's
So we also had a Calgar.
No.
Yeah.
A Lysander.
I'm an Ultramarines boy, and so
You are.
Steve now, to be honest with you. So
I knew you were going to say he's come back.
yeah. But after giving me so much shit over the last year or so about Ultramarines, all of a sudden, oh no, you're painting Blue Marines and loving it now. So good on you, Steve.
They're easy. Ultramarine blue is the best. Like, it's not Ultramarine blue, whatever it is now, but it's one of the easiest blues to paint. It's the easiest. That blue has always been the simplest thing to do.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, core skill wise, perfect. But genuinely.
So we've also
Calgar. No, I wouldn't agree with Calgar. He's got too many bloody models already. So
would agree.
We had one vote for a Lysander, which don't mind Lysander, but again, I think it's the same as the Terminators. It just enlarged him.
Yeah,
Love Epoxies has to be in there somewhere.
Who does?
Love Epoxies has to be in there somewhere.
You're a Lord of Poxes. No one's voted for a Lord of Poxes.
But my problem with Lysander is it was just a Terminator captain from Leviathan, slightly reposed.
Yeah.
And that really was just like a cut and paste. And I was like, it does deserve a bit more than that.
We had 2 votes for Fulgrim, which I think is reasonable, because Fulgrim is probably, Now, this one, I'm surprised didn't get a bit more love. We had 1 vote for a Cafe Dragon.
Oh, yeah?
No. The Cafe Dragon, you know what? I like the Cafe range. I'm probably never going to bother with it, but it was different. It was out of left field.
I'm gonna pull something out here. I actually prefer the smaller Cafe Dragon to the big fuck off one.
Do you mean wait, you want about the guy on the general on the flying? It's like a horse with they're like flying horses. Yeah, like the Pyong. Yeah, that is nicer.
I like that. The big one that the woman changes into is good, but it's just if you've seen it in real life, it's bloody massive. I saw it.
It's fucking ridiculous. But
they've the size of that range with the big balloon thing. They are massive models in that army, in general, and there's more to come as well, coming out for it. So it's going to be interesting to see.
They're going to do the full cavalry unit for the flying thing, and that's just going to be mental. But anyway, Carry on, sorry.
No, you boys are grand. This is why I do it, so people can chime in with their opinions on stuff. It is a beautiful thing that we've got going on. I am going to murder this pronunciation. Lycis. Is that the Lycis? Is lick these balls? I don't care.
Lick deep nuts. Is that what you're going for? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the Dark Eldar one?
No. Oh, what was she? I thought it was Lady Melis.
Oh, that's the one. I have no idea what a Lycis is. Then someone's taking the piss out of me. Probably that's what it is.
Someone's fully had your pants down there, mate.
I don't even care. I think it's great. It makes for great viewing. And then the last 2 we've had Necromunda Dustcars and Saboden Khan on his fancy jet bike.
I like that model.
I'm going to back my own answer there, which is Necromunda Justicars.
Yeah,
because they're right here. I'll back it. They're here already. Yeah, see, you might have them. Necromunda. Have you read the rules of these, Tom? That these aren't actually part of the Palanites.
No, they're just Ponzi security guards.
Excuse me, he's got an axe.
That's a fair point. Back in the day, they were Arbites, weren't they? They're back in the old Necromunda, it was all Arbites, and then they brought in this shit.
Yeah, but the only reason I've got it, Sam, I've got 2 boxes because there's a servo skull with a judge's wig. If you think I'm not taking that to Gold Demon, you've got another thing coming.
Is that going to be your single model entry?
Just a single model. Model as a servo skull with a wig on. Just call it good.
Plinth servo skull painted to excellent standard.
Are you going to do it kind of 17th century, pure rosy cheeks and all that sort of thing? Like French fucking... Yeah.
Only way to go.
I will say bigger stickers, Graham. There you go. I've said it now. I have no idea.
What about you? You asked the question, Casey. What about you? What do you think is the best model for? Because it was broken into two. There was the best model for 40K universe, and then best model from the AOS universe. What would yours be? And yours,
I think I did it. It was more just I lumped everything Games Workshop in together, and then I lumped everything non-Games Workshop, because obviously we do have to respect that we've had a lot of guests on this year that aren't purists like Games Workshop, and they do other things.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be fucking nice.
Oh,
you know what? My favourite one, as much as I fucking despise them, right? I quite liked the new Wolf Priest for the fucking Space Wolves, yes. Wolf Priest, Space Wolves. I should have been able to put 2 and 2 together, but my brain was having a shit session. Yeah. You know what it was? It was the fact that it is basically a chaplain with a huge wolf cloak, but you can quite simply file and cut down the wolf details. There wasn't too many of them.
Yeah, there's not loads on that
model. You could just have a marine. Like, the arms were completely posable. Yeah. Like, you could put any arms on the bastard. So you didn't have to have it as, this is the Space Wolf model, this is what you do with it. I thought that was quite good, because I've seen loads of people converting it into different, not converting it, kit bashing it into different things, where it's just a Space Marine with a huge fucking cloak, which I thought was quite cool. But I hate the rest of the Space Wolves range. I'm gonna say it. Fuck them.
Nah, behave yourself.
Probably the Lord Exultant. I thought that model.
Oh, really? You actually
went and bought that, because I actually do like the look of the model. So I'm actually going to be working on that probably in the new year. 'Cause I like just to pick up models that I like the look of painting, and because this is just out, then I thought this would be pretty sweet. I just like the whole aesthetic of it. I think if we got a new Noise Marine for the guitar, I think that would be pretty epic. But for anything outside of 40k, I don't really do much outside of 40k. So if I was to get pushed on something, I wouldn't actually be able to give you an honest answer. Maybe one of the models that I bought from Ian McMinnie's, former guest. Do you know what I mean?
Dark Water. I sent you the photos. You love them.
Yeah, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah. That's right. Listen, I'm fucking, my head's up my arse just now. I think it's because Casey was late and he's drunk. No.
Stop blaming me.
No, but yeah, I totally forgot about that. Well, some of those Blight Knights are fucking savage as well. Like, they are. I'm looking forward to getting them off of somebody that I'm ready buying them off of.
I've got another question for both you, Casey, and you, Doug. Who's been your favourite person to have on the show this year in 2025?
You always ask us shit like this, Sam.
I know. I always do, because I know there's going to be someone that stood out from everybody that you've interviewed that's just been like, that was really wicked and easy to talk to, really informative, and was just, you were both really enjoyed it. So it's got to be one like that. And then obviously the alternative to that would be to your worst person. We don't really want to go down that route. Who's been the most challenging person that you've had on?
I don't think Spencer's challenging.
I don't think you could name individuals. I think with some guests, it's finding that thing that they're into. And once you open that up, because we've had a lot of guests on where you'll maybe ask them a question and they'll give a one-word answer, but then you might ask them, like, what's your favourite range of brushes? And then suddenly something, you can actually physically see them relax as well, which is brilliant. So every guest that we've had on has been brilliant in their own way. But I think for me, for the three guests that personally stood out for me was the Dark Souls guy, because I wanted him on for ages. I thought he was a brilliant guest. Andrew James Spooner, the guy that does the Audible books now, was absolutely fantastic.
Just to pause Donk on that, if you're in our stream watching this, or you're watching this back, if you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch it, because your man's not just an audio artist, but he was also a trained professional Muppeteer, as in like Kermit the fucking Frog and all of that stuff.
You're
A
a
simmer.
professional Muppeteer, Casey. You know
A
that.
That's the title
And
you used to hold, isn't it, Keith?
And I guessed it surprised me in a really, really good way was Moonhopper Games. The
Yeah.
passion that guy had for, I mean, he gave up his job as a civil engineer and started kind of, in a way, backwards technology. I think, I can't remember how this fucking, whatever the way you call it.
Reverse engineering.
Reverse engineering certain things. He's got his own paint line and, yeah, I know. I mean, I thought he was an absolutely fantastic guest, but every guest is challenging to a way. Sometimes you have the guests that you want to ask questions to, but they just go off in tangents, which is brilliant, but then you don't ask half of what you want to ask. And then you have other guests where you've rattled through 30 questions in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I was second Spooner and Moonhopper. I'll actually put my third top guest that we've had on, as Don mentioned him a minute ago, Ewan McMinnies, because he's an independent game designer. He does it all off his own back. He does it for the love of it. And he just, man of pure passion, and throws into it. And bless him, I'm going to out him for this as well. But when I asked the question about favorite other podcast shows you like to shout out, he messaged me and was like, no bullshit, I can only be asked to listen to you two. And I was like, you know what? That means a lot. Because if it's not your thing in your spare time to listen to a load of people talk about dice and miniatures and shit, that's praise in itself. But also, like, I asked him to come on just on the off chance, because I've followed him for ages, seen he does his own stuff, and straight away he was like, fucking hell, yeah, I'll come on. Give me your emails. I'll send you my new rule books. I'll do this. I'll do that. And I was like, oh mate, you ain't got to do any of that. Just come on and talk to us. Fucking hell. And he's good as gold. I met him at Salute and chatted to him again. I was pissed as a fart at Salute last year.
Surprise.
It's becoming a frequent thing for you, isn't it, Keith?
You could say I've got a problem, but I don't. And if anything, Salute is always one of my favourite guests for Cattle Rabbit Scale Model Studios. Rob, sound fella, good as gold. It's partly his fault we're here doing this. I'll always cuss him out for that. But he is pretty much like me in that, we have these events, you have these shows. We're all grown adults. And as much as we love what we do, at the same time, you've got to admit it, deep down a little bit, there's that little teenage kid that comes out and he's like, oh, you're still doing this, you weirdo. And we get pissed up before we go to Salute to suppress that little child, to stop us from going in there and going, ugh. But if anything, it turns out it goes wrong. And
the opposite direction.
Yeah, I end up taking a picture with Louise Sugden's Rascal Town goblin cut out and putting it on Instagram and saying I'm fitter than she is. So there you go.
I'm really glad that ended the way that sentence did.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go. I thought it was right.
It's not the glorious version that she does, but
I must say though, every guest that we've had on, even you two guys who came on and chat shite to us, like every guest that we've had on, we thoroughly enjoy having on. Like I think we've really pushed ourselves in our guests this year. Like we did Only Female February, and I wanted to call it. No, it was Female Only February. I wanted to call it Only Female February as a joke to OnlyFans, but the girls vetoed that right away. And then, but we have had some wake up calls as well. Like we had to cancel that guest for sending and harassing women, and we've had to put things in place so like we can kind of vet guests before we've had on. We've had beef with people this year that we weren't wanting to have beef with because we seen something and then we thought it'd be funny, and then they blocked me even though I never followed them in the first place, which was quite weird. Like, so I mean, it's been a great year, and
it's been a weird one, hasn't it?
Yeah, like I've wanted to.
Is the word you're looking for?
I've wanted to chuck it about 2 or 3 times this year, and if it wasn't for Katie, then I would have chucked it. Like I was very close to binning it all in July. I think my head had gone. Not with the fame and the fortune. I think it was just because the only time we only took time off was at Christmas. And I think because we've been going steady for 2 years, And I
Yeah.
think with my painting suffering, like I think I've noticed a big improvement in my painting this year.
You've been doing
Uh,
smashing recently, mate. Genuinely.
but I think the podcast was just, I was tired. I was really, really tired of it this year. I think I was just getting a bit of a slump. So having the summer off kind of helped. But if it wasn't for Casey, then
You
the
know what?
podcast wouldn't be here.
I'm going to return that and say, because like I mentioned earlier, I've been in this massive rut recently. If this wasn't still going, I probably would have fucked everything off and just been like, nah, I can't be asked for painting anymore. I can't be asked for Warhammer or whatever anymore. But this is this has constantly kept my toe dipped, which I think is a good thing, because maybe in the new year, once we've had a little break, have a little refresh, I'll just pick up a brush again and go for it. But someone once said to me ages ago, hobbying isn't just picking up a miniature, picking up a paintbrush,
No, it's not.
cutting some stuff. Just talking to people, finding out what makes them tick, what they're into, what even last week, Chris, I know you were in the chat, Doc Ether. I know nothing about War Machine, but the man's so passionate about it and so into it. I was like, fuck it, I've got to go out and figure this out, because I can't have a guest on and ask him about something that he is well into without having some background knowledge of it. And I think that's helped me out massively, is just being able to be like, this person likes X, let's go have a look at it.
And I think that kind of harbours back to when you asked about favourite guests, like Doc Ethel. Like we had so many questions that we wanted to ask him, but we went off and, like, as you know yourself, Sam, for being on, we don't write anything down. So anything that we ask, it's just off the cuff. We do have questions in mind. If we do have questions in mind, but it's just riffing off of the guest. And he went off in so many amazingly strange tangents that we never actually got to ask him. In fact, we talked about horror films for about 40 minutes, and then we realised 20 minutes ago we didn't even talk about War Machine.
Yeah, so I apologise to you, fella. It felt like we rushed out. One of the main reasons we got you on. But this is the glorious thing about this. Everyone's into so many different things. We don't want it to just be pure, you like Warhammer, I like Warhammer, what's your favourite Warhammer? Fuck it, we just do whatever. I hope you enjoyed that accent, Sam. I based it off yours.
My accent's pretty much the same as yours, you muppet. God.
It's one thing you've never lost, Sam, to be fair, is that accent.
I don't think I ever will, mate, to be honest with you. I've been over here for like coming up 16 years now.
Has it snowed out there yet?
No, hopefully it won't this year. We had a random snowstorm in Florida last year, which is the first time in 30 years that they'd had snow. And it's now 75 degrees outside. It's pretty much going to be about 70, 75 for Christmas Day. So I think everyone was offended by that one, Casey, says Dragon's Caveman is. Yeah,
I wasn't.
What, the voice? Was it the voice?
Here's a question for you two guys. What I mean, obviously you haven't watched every guest that we've had on this year, but who was your favourite guest?
I've got to say, A-Up Painting was definitely my favourite. It actually helped me go to sleep. I was needing. I'm joking. Mick, I love you, Mick. But no, it was good to see him going on and on and on and on, and you trying to shut him up. That was kind of funny. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. It was Moonhopper for me. I found it really interesting. You said like the reverse engineering and they actually going for it is quite one of those things where I'm like, maybe it is possible to just get up and go.
Is that, mate? Did that kind of give you the push that if he could do it at his age, has he only got into it like 5 years ago? That's something that kind of maybe pushed you into doing what you're doing as well.
Yeah, literally that. It literally is. It's one of those things where I'm like, if I don't do it, I'm just going to stagnate and continue to just paint box art, and that'll be it. And that's all I'll do, and I'll just never push myself further. So yeah, it was a push in the right direction.
I was going to say, Steve, if you've got time and you're coming over to Adepticon, try and get one of the painting classes in from some of the top folks, because Carhar's doing one. Yeah, Eric Swinson's doing one. Angel is doing one. There's tons. I think Sergio Calvo's doing one as well. There's
Right.
like
Okay.
there is really, really good painting lessons.
Yeah.
And if you feel like that with your painting, that you're just like, I'm stuck in a rut with box art and I want to try and do something, taking a lesson from some of those people that do totally different stuff will
It's
blow your mind.
volumetric that I'd like
Yeah,
to push like massively.
yeah,
And I
So
would just
yeah,
like to say as well, like, see, just going on guests here a minute. I think it's important. I think it's important to say that there's guests that we didn't expect to come on that have came on, and I know he got a bit of shit, and we poked a bit of fun at him about 2 or 3 months ago. See, Studios, like, he came on twice in the space
Within
of a
like
short
2
time.
months.
Yeah, and we weren't expecting him to come on full stop, and then for him to come
yeah,
on and be as open and chatty as he was, which was great. And then to come back on when he was promoting the Steve Saints, I think, because we're always a bit surprised when the guests that you do think will come on don't come on, and the ones that you're just like kind of taking a shot in the dark. Well, if you don't get,
Yeah.
do
yeah.
come on. I think like that and Spooner, like two guests I didn't think that we would get on, and they both came on, which is brilliant. Still chasing Lewitton though, so hopefully one day he'll respond to my messages.
And we do need to try and get Thingy back on. Oh, I'm going to say Dan Abnett, but it's not Dan Abnett. It's
Yeah,
Graham McNeil.
Graham McNeil, and we also need
Yeah.
to, like, John French is keen for coming on. It's just getting a hold of him. Like, I have been emailing him back and forth. I think he's still looking just to get. I think he's 95% sure he will come on. But I think it's just him getting the green light from
There was
Black Library as well.
there was another one that I had lined up who is the main studio painter for Warlord Games, but at the time, I think it was just before the Fnatic paint launch, and it was all during the Conflict 47 stuff, so she couldn't come on. Kirsten Mickleborough. That's not her surname. I think she got married since she was Kirsten Mickleborough when she worked in Games Workshop, because she used to actually work in the Croydon
Yeah.
store when I first got into it, and she was
That's why I get
back to
into it.
coming on, and we just could never sort it out. But you know, that is the amazing thing when you do message someone on the off chance, be like, "Do you fancy coming on and just chatting shit with us?" And they're like, "Yeah, all right."
And your old mate as well,
Pete's
Sam.
coming back.
And your old mate as well, Sam. Adam from Army Painter. I think he's. I still need to get him back on as well.
yeah. He's a good lad.
Aye.
I'm sitting down with James in about a week and a half from Siege Studios,
Aye,
and
he's a sound fella. Like,
we're gonna have a chat again because I spoke to him last year, and I want to talk to him about this year, and obviously raise the issue of how things have gone this year and see where we'll see where. And he's open enough to just lay it out and talk
Yeah, he
about
is.
it type thing. And I'm not necessarily going in like with a dagger in it, but I want to find out, you know, if it what the reasoning behind it was, all of that sort of war boot thing, and talk about the Siege Scenics, or that sort of stuff has been big for him this year as well, sort of thing. But I think he's also had some folks leave from the podcast that they were
George and
doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
works for Warhammer and the other's doing their own thing now, like, so yeah. I
I
spoke
think
to Jim
the big
a
war boot
month
thing was
ago.
a big loss for him. Like, he definitely fucked up there. And like, don't get me wrong, we all fuck up. Like, but I think because he is maybe at the top of the pyramid,
Yeah,
he's like easier for the mighty to fall. Like, for example, that Spanish cunt who was trying to start that Kickstarter with wee bits of sponge on a.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Was that this year?
that was this year. Right? It was at the
That was
start of the year.
early this year.
No,
Yeah.
Army Painter released
It was.
sponge on a stick and it's fine.
That
Yeah.
was he's not Spanish. He's based in London. That's
But is he not
Mamicon.
Spanish though?
I don't know if he's actual Spanish or not, but I thought he was like Canadian or something. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I know that he's based in. I think he's based in London though. Like Mike.
That's the big one to tick off your Inquisition bingo card for 2025. Casual racism.
Yeah.
What, Spanish
I
or
will
Canadian?
I will say before your interview with James spoke to me about a month ago, mate, and I asked the question. I said, like, firstly, like, as far as it is, as much as you're going to get hit, are you all right as a person? replied to me fine, and we're talking about it, and he said sometimes you just take a punt and a miss.
Yeah.
He said, and that's it. It was like, I apologise for it, but I also won't apologise for trying to make a business decision.
The thing about it is that I look at it from the other aspect of it is the fact that if there hadn't been a massive hoo-ha about it and he'd actually branded war boots as like an event that people could go to across the country that was well organised, that people could go along, buy a table at like a car boot sell their Warhammer specific stuff or modelling stuff, then why not? I don't, I know the issue that he had was people were already using that and he went after them on the IP side of things. If he hadn't have tried to like IP it and just made his thing about organising war boots across the UK, I think he would have been fine. But
if the cease and desist wasn't sent, it'd be different. Like
I think that is definitely the thing, and you guys will know, as me and Uncle know, like when we do these sorts of things, like to come in with one of the bigger names per se, you've really got to come in from a neutral standpoint. Really got to like think, okay, as much as I might not like X, Y, Z, they also do ABC really good. So you've really got to like approach this from an unbiased and unprejudiced perspective. And we have had feedback from guests before where they're like, come on, boys, I don't think this is really the sort of guest it is what you guys should be doing. And we're like, we do appreciate that. We do understand that. But at the same time, if we're giving voices to everyone, we do need to include everyone. Whether they have 10, 20,000 followers or 10 to 20 followers. And that is, I think, like you were saying, Sam, about like some of the questions and stuff and how you approach things, it really does make it more interesting in that respect because, we can have a nice casual conversation with someone who's maybe got, they're a good painter, they're into stuff and, they like X, Y, Z. But when you've got a bigger name on, you do have to approach it a bit more like,
And for what I do as a business, looking after brand image and stuff like that for people, that's got to be your number one. As soon as you go down the route of the amount of bad press that you got, unfortunately, from something like that, your brand image drops 20%, 30%, 40%. And where he was at the top, he maybe is a little bit lower now because of everything that's happened. And it's going to take him years to get back up there again.
I think as well, if he never went after, was it Element Games or Wayland, then nothing would have been said about it. I think it's because of who he sent the letters to.
It wasn't either of those. It was another war boot thing.
Yeah, it was someone else running Warboot because Element are involved with him. He has some shares in them. They wouldn't say anything to him.
I think it's because of who he went after and because they just went, fuck this. And then obviously everybody in their man jumps in the bandwagon because the mighty will fall. Like, I'm pretty sure if Duncan Rhodes came out and said that he was using seal blood as his fucking new red, cunts would go fucking mental. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be equivalent to Duncan saying two thin coat is trademarked. It'd be like you saying two thin coats on any paint is like trademark. That would be his thing of it.
Yeah.
And it'd go down like a lead balloon.
Do you know what? Like, if you meet Dunk, you'll realise that him using anything like seal blood in his paints would be the most opposite thing of him. He's so lovely. He's so lovely.
That's enough about me. That's enough about me. That's enough about me, Sam. You don't need to tell.
Yeah. But
This
anyway,
Dunk would actually club a seal, whereas Duncan Rhodes would just like stroke it.
I'm not getting back to work anyway, so I'm going to dip out. But lovely talking to you. Have a great rest of the year, folks. Much love.
You too,
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll see you in March. Well, I will let you two pull people in if you want. I won't take up everything. If someone wants to come on.
If you want, man. But if anybody else wants to come in, send Casey the request. He's in charge. Having for others. And remember, folks, orange brushes.
Right, stop it.
No, yes, shit.
Stop it.
They are the sponsors, the only sponsors of the Inquisition. And if you use Inquisition in capital letters, 10% off, and it's free shipping. So if you love someone and you want to give them a new present, Send them some orange brushes. They will not be disappointed, and you'll
They
save them a
do
lot of
have a
money.
lovely gift set on their website where it's every single brush that they have produced. And if you use the code Inquisition or caps at checkout, you get 10% off that. I think the whole thing is like 65 quid. So 10% is like £6.50. That's £6.50 in your pocket as opposed to anyone else. And yeah, they're decent. Yeah. So
I just like to say, next time you speak to them, can you send them my way? Like, I want sponsoring.
Well, we'll see what we can do. I mean, we'll be honest. We blagged it. Dunk just messaged them on the off chance and was like, "You guys do brushes?" And they're like, "Yeah." So, do you want to send us some and we'll promote you? And they were like, "Okay."
And Casey sent me a WhatsApp message as soon as I sent that to him saying, "I love your work." Right.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's like you said earlier. You don't ask, you don't get. And I think I think for like a very, very small, very amateur thing that we've got going on, you know, fuck it, why not?
Yeah,
and I think because they just, I think just because they had just launched and I was in there so quickly.
Oh mate, you were like a fucking,
you were a hawk for that, like.
You were like a Jack Russell down a fucking ferret hole. You were like sniffing them out.
Yeah, Duncan doesn't pay for shit.
Now Sam's gone, I'll actually say my Gold Demon entry this year is stupid.
Go on then.
So I've got the Orc buggy. So, you know, Combat Patrol came out and everyone was crying about a £10 Orc buggy. So I bought two. And I was like, And then I got the new Assault Terminators. So I was like, what I'm going to do is, in honour of Secret Level, I've got a hot tool and gone straight down the middle of the Orc buggy after painting it. Ooh. And I'm now going to do the Terminator with the Thunder Hammer arcing down. And I'm like, yeah, so I went for it. And the Orc thing's fine. I'm now just trying to repose a Terminator to be actually, you know, not standing and doing something productive.
Like that. You got to, like... You know what? The Joel Stormcaller, is it? The one where it looks like he's launching it like 4? That's the sort of pose you want.
Arjak, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. The Joel. Fucking Space Wolves, I hate them. Look, again, like Dunk said, just while we're in a lull, like Dunk said, if anybody else wants to join in, Steve's chatting to us, come in as well. We don't give a shit. But, this fucking camera.
Every week.
Every week. I'm going to move on to the next topic because we mentioned one topic. I think, you know, I've got a couple of more that I want to cover off. So we will move on to what people suggested would be their non-favourite other product.
Yeah.
Non-Games Workshop miniatures. So I'm going to murder some names here again, like lick these balls. We've got... Now, Ewan McMinney sent me this one, and I hyphenated it because the name was too fucking long. But it is like Vane Victus, Janzik. Yeah. We've got...
Is that the card one? Where you buy a deck of cards, and then you scan it, and you get all the STLs for all the models?
I think
you can, like, 3D print the model. Yeah, it looks really, really good, actually.
We've got... Someone, I can't remember who, put down the Rascal Town minis, you know, the little goblins and stuff. Fair enough. Green Mank said that his favourite was Ghost Rider from the Marvel Crisis Protocol games, which, if you're into your Marvel stuff, I think the Crisis Protocol stuff is always pretty solid. Like, the guys I play with all think their stuff amazingly, and I ain't got the balls to do that. We've got a couple of Trench Crusades things, which I've not dabbled with, but that got a bit of love. Dan from Warhammer suggested the Witch Bomb. Somebody else said anything Trench Crusade. We've got a Scorpion mech from Conflict 47, some StarCraft things, and, of course, Chris Stockheffer was straight in there with the War Machine Deathjack. Now, myself...
Did I not reply to that story? Did I ignore your story then?
You ignore all our stories.
No, I can't remember what you put down.
Heavy Metal Steve, he's just not interested.
What's that you got there? Oh,
Corvus Belly's new game that's fantasy based instead of all metal models.
You know what? You might have put that down, but it might have been just outside of when I checked it. Because I do remember now someone saying War Crow, and I was like, the fuck's a War Crow? Is it like an actual crow with knives? but we used to get them in South London. But yeah, so I actually will chime in with my favourite stuff, and I thought some of the Halo minis were quite cool, but that's because I like the Halo IP.
Yeah, but the ODST set was really good, actually. Hello,
And
Graham.
The Jolly Green
you
Dragons,
said that you quite liked the some of the stuff that Ewan McMinis was having done for his game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I waited to see if anybody else would jump in, but
you've got some clothes on now. How you diddling? Oh, we've never had live cooking before. What have you got in the pot?
So it's a
He's
spag
like a
bowl.
spectrum.
It's a spag bowl.
They're upside down, bleeding
you're
out.
doing a spaghetti bolognese at 8:45 at night.
Mate,
I didn't get home until like nearly 7, and then the animals were to do, and fire was to do, and all that sort of thing. And so just started the tea about 20 minutes ago. I'm just boiling it down a bit.
Fair enough. This spag bowl takes 10 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
To be fair, okay, so what you were saying?
12.
I do feel like it is one of those things that no other hobby game gets love as much as GW on here.
Yeah.
And as much as I get it, because they're the best for plastics and so on and so forth, that Trench Crusade by Archon Studios was insanely good. 2, Warcrow do hard plastic and fancy resin for your characters. So it's not like the Infinity models where you swear for 45 minutes when you stick your fingers together as well as the entirety of the model. It's quite refreshing, actually, and I would say get into it because you love knights, and they've got an entire faction called Feudum, which is peasants and knights fighting together. So
I will have a look. But I think this is the thing. Maybe next year I do want to sort of branch out and do more of other things. I think that's probably the other thing.
Is there a lot of them, or is it just a Feudum?
Hey.
This year, any guest that we've brought on after, with Ian McMinnies and after, if they do their own range, and I've started to buy War Machine stuff, I've always bought something from their shop. So, I did buy a few minis from Ian McMinnies, which fucking Isaac ate one of them, obviously.
Either is his dog, just in case you don't know. It's not
fucking dog eats everything.
Yeah.
I thought she'd eaten my earbud 2 weeks ago. It turned out she just had it. I bought some paints from Moonhopper Games. So I always try and give back to the guests that come on and give up their time. So when I do promote stuff, or give people a shout out, it's because I actually have bought it and tried it. I might try and do it. I might try and do that a bit more.
I think that's probably.
When am I doing your bathroom then?
I will say that is probably the more unique thing I think about us as like a little podcast stream, whatever you want to fucking call us, is that if we back something, because we are so small, we'll have tried it ourselves, we'll have given it a go, because we don't want to just chat shit and be like, look at these new weapons we got from Artist Opus, and they've given us 20% off code and all these Wayland Game affiliate bollocks. Not Wayland Games, Wayland Games. I don't know, it's one of them.
The only person I've not got anything off of, which I was trying to get stuff off them, obviously I'm buying it, I'm not getting it for free, but you can send me for free if you want, is Dark Souls models, because for a guy that was so deep into the game, to then just start making the models himself, downloading them and getting STLs. So we did. I need to get back to Max about that because I know he was doing his project where he sent stuff out to a lot of different people to paint up, and then he did his music video that he did for Elden Ring and all that as well. So I was looking to get a couple of the pumpkin guys off him so I could try and do them as well. So
here's the question. I've only done really Warhammer. I've done a couple of little things other than that, but mainly Warhammer. Next year, once I've got rid of some of my grey, what other brand, what other product should I look at for doing? What would be a good choice?
Do you like Warhammer scale?
Sorry,
Do I like
Dave.
what? Sorry, Dave?
Do you like the scale of Warhammer, or would you go smaller or larger models?
I'm not bothered. If I go much smaller, my painting's going to get progressively shitter the smaller it gets.
I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate. So I'd say like Conflict 47 is considerably smaller. So like, I would say something like that. But no, I'm probably going to go like the Katie route and Dunkier and like War Machine. War Machine,
Right.
now they're in plastics, stunning.
Right.
Like their new stuff is genuinely really nice. That, as I've just said, the Warcrow stuff, they always do a new box every season, which is same as Warhammer, like both sides. And someone's just said it in the chat actually, Fallout. They're doing a lot of new models now,
Fallout's
which
looking nice.
are again stunning models.
And you know what? Just on Green Man saying Fallout, what I would say is think about something else that you're kind of into. Check if they've got a miniature range. Because, he's just joined in, but Commissar Molotov's getting me into the Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff.
I did look at
if
some
you
of the
don't mind the Marvel
I thought it
stuff,
looked
some of
cool.
their minis are pretty cool. I don't mind some Fallout stuff, but I think I'll be terrible at painting them. And the other one, I think, for me, that stands out, as I mentioned earlier, is the Halo stuff.
Yeah, that ODST box set tempts me.
I played through Halo 3 the other day, but I haven't touched, like the Master Chief Collection, I've got it. I ain't played it for donkeys.
I've never played Halo. I've never
But
played
it doesn't even matter if you play Halo or not, but it's just like, what I would recommend is think about other stuff that you are into that might have a range, because if it interests you, as much as I was bashing lore earlier, if you're into something that's got like an established thing, like all the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff, whatever, people have been in Doctor Who, fucking Warlord put Dad's Army box set as part of Bolt Action, for God's sake, which I was well tempted into fucking painting. But I don't think, I don't think I'd be able to do Captain Mannering justice. But find something that you like in a mini form and just
something you vibe with.
So we've got a question here from Luna, Gothgirl Luna. What paints would you suggest for painting clear parts? She has a stained glass window to do on my Exorcist. Now that's out with my bandwidth, so I'll let the two bearded sweaty ones below us chat.
Yes.
So I'll let you go first, Graham, if you want. If not, I've got an answer that is like stored memory.
If I was going to do a stained glass window, you
literally, so if you go the GW route, it's contrast paints with contrast medium. Bring it down to probably I'd say like milk-like consistency. I'd go for that. If not, and you are up for investing in new things, P3 redid their paints about 6 months ago. This mixing medium is magic in a bottle. Anything that I have glazed on every model that I've done for the last 6 months is a drop of this with any base coat, and I can thin it from literally the thickest paint in existence to a glaze instantly. Right. It is life and God juice, is this. Like, it gave me the ability to do so many smooth transitions, but also glaze really nicely. So I would just do whichever paint you want and just get some mixing medium from P3. And then you don't have to invest in an entire separate system. You can just use what you've got. But if you want to be really funky, there's also Tamiya Clear in their little pots, but they are not water-based. They are lacquer-based and a lot more fiddly.
Yeah, the old Tamiya stuff is always a bit more closer to fucking not acrylic. It's the other stuff in it.
It's not oil-based. I can't think of the word. It's alcohol-based, isopropyl-based.
Yeah, because it's more like you open it and as soon as you sniff it, you're high as fuck.
Yeah, failing
on the topic of sniffing things, has anyone seen that you can get this in lemon flavour?
That's the last thing the junkies need to know. I actually dropped my Tamiya the other day there. I fucking lost
it. It is enamel. It is enamel. You're right, it is enamel.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I had to vacate the living. I dropped and lost about 3/4 of my fucking door.
Oh,
Mate, get yourself on Amazon, £11, lemon flavoured one. You can sniff it all.
so is it flavoured or scented? We have to ask a very important
Well,
Yeah, because I
question.
don't want to be drinking glue.
I think it's heavily scented, but someone was like, I've tried and it tastes like lemon.
I've tried.
You know.
I was like, who pops it and goes,
The thing is that you can guarantee that they've gone.
It's Crackswell Moorish, that's what it is.
work, Christmas do, cheeky shot of Tamiya before going.
Free drinking.
If they get a plastic bag out of the drawer, you know they've done it before.
Right, I'm going to move on to another subject because I noticed we are cracking on. The worst mini. I think this is going to be a good one for both you guys and Dunk as well, because as we know, when it comes to the worst mini, this is where we as a podcast stand out. That fucking Sniper Mechanicus thing still is dog shit. However,
Talking about him that way.
so for the worst mini, we had lots of entries. We had a couple of Kodiads, the Inquisitor, which I actually thought was the end of 2024, but it was 2025.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was.
Inquisitor Fat Body, that's what I call him now.
Dumpy legs.
I wish I couldn't remember when that was made.
Oh, that's horrendous. It still gives me nightmares. We had the Warhammer Plus Eldar Mini, which I thought was a quite surprise, but someone didn't like it.
That's rogue.
Very rogue. So we had the Thousand Sun Bird Robots. It's fair, because they were just kind of static, weren't they? They were just like a bit shit.
Well,
they might have been static and they might have been Stargate, but did anyone else see the link to the Votan on the inside with the helmets?
I did not.
So if you look on the inside of those Secretile robots, they've got the same brass orb as what all the Votan have on all their AI bots on the inside. So it's very much a little, I think that Warhammer are setting something up for the Men of Iron and returning AI construct, which would be nice.
Sneaky
Yeah,
log.
they still look shit though.
Yeah. We had a vote for Logan Grimnar, which I will agree with. Space Wolves are shit. And Logan Grimnar, I think, as a mini, is just always a bit brass. It's just
Logan Grimnar's mini was bigger than a Primarch, and that was the problem. Yeah. Like, they had him bigger than the Lion, and this is someone who paints wolves. They had him bigger than Lion, they had him bigger than Gilliman.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
It's huge, yeah.
It's stupid with that. Like, even Arjat with the Hammerbin throne was on a 60mm base. Jeez. I was like, mate, he's a Terminator hero. He's not doing anything else. I will say, Casey, you are wrong. The reboot of the Wolf Claw, Grey Hunters and the Blood Claws gave so much more variety to Primaris battle line that people have converted. Yeah. It's stupid.
You know what, I will give you that, because it did away with like the standard knee joints to give them all just a huge shin plate, to give them a bit of like plain chests and stuff.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
people were doing that before by like just filing stuff down and green stuff in. So maybe it's a little bit of a means to an end, I think.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Yeah, it is hard work.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we actually had 3 Kodiazes. So Kodiaz has won this one outright. But we also had the new Red Gobbo.
Yeah, I agree.
Nutcracker robot thing.
Unless you're going to give me Destroyers, don't give me a model that's got a robot one.
It could have been done a bit. I think it could have been a bit better. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Someone replied the corn one, which I think might refer to the Vordra. I don't know. I don't know what the corn one is. Maybe they meant fucking Angron.
Oh, was that one where it was stood on a rock this year or not for corn? Oh no, it's the Exalted one. It was the Exalted where he had a hand of a chainsaw. It was shite. Yeah, that one.
We had. This is another name I'm going to murder. I think someone might have pulled my pants down. Kamandora. I don't know what that is. But also,
I think you're just making things up at this point now.
I think people are. But I will say, Eldarix Archem has come in there, and she has gone for me, because her worst mini of 2025 is me. But I think the Cody has run away with that one.
What
There was
part of you
one
is
I've
saying
missed.
mini?
There was one I've missed, which was the Dark Water set dwarf, which I think, as a dwarf goes, he's meant to be like a dwarf ranger or something. So I can understand why they've taken a different approach with the dwarf, but it was very unnormal Games Workshop dwarf who's either covered in armor or is bare chested and covered in tattoos.
Yeah, but if you went old world, I'd agree. My only argument to it is because they've done Dark Water in Age of Sigmar, they're going with a bit of variety for him, and I can't really blame them. The only thing I didn't like was the painting of the box art of him.
Maybe
like
that's the thing.
Beard, and yeah, it's very much having it on my desk is a very different model. Like the one that I didn't enjoy was the big fluffy changeling that looks like the guy out of League of Legends. Oh, I can't think of his name.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
You know what I'm on about, don't you? The one who like changes into different beasts, and then in the Dark Water set we got the guy that changes into different beasts. It's like, oh, he's ginger and he's 7 foot tall. It was Graham 5 years ago. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, cooking's loving you.
Hang on.
Graham, what was your worst one?
Hang on.
Oh, he's going double Dragon Ball.
Double.
Not the double D's you expected.
Hey, you showed us them earlier. What was your worst mini? I don't know if you replied to this one.
Yeah, I did. It was the matey with the chunky legs. It was the squat with the chunky legs. The gold one. It was the Inquisitor. It was awful.
Oh, fat body. Inquisitor fat body. Yeah. You know what it was? It's because the old one was so nice, and it had like the 6-pack armor and like the sort of fancy thing about it. And then this one, they just smoothed him out.
Was that the same model have the two-headed eagle on? Now was that a different model?
Yeah. You said the two-headed eagle one. Yeah, that was it. Because I've looked at that and I was like, which one? Oh, it's that one.
And then instead, they just put it like it was in flight but stuck to something, and it just looked so stupid.
Yeah.
Whereas before, it was its own mini on its own mini flying.
Yeah.
Exactly that. They used to have their own bits, but we get everything on the same base now.
Yeah. Unless you're Logan Grimnar, and then you get Primarch base.
You get a table.
You joke, mate, but he does. It fully is mental.
So I'm going to run over some other.
Sorry, it's that.
Oh, that's the new Necromunda thingy, Bobby, innit?
Yeah, the new bad guy that's supposedly like older than Necromunda itself, right? Whoever designed it, like with the modular armor that you can stick on and off, and they've got decayed flesh underneath and everything. It just doesn't work because it looks like he's got like, what's the word? Like the Empire back in the day used to have your big pantaloons, didn't they? You know, like the stripes. They had like the big sort of very much, He's got like those in solid gold format, and it looks horrific. I didn't see it until I picked it up from the shop, and I was like, mate, I am not going to touch that.
You have touched it because it's in your hand at home. So
yeah, but it's not primed.
He still bought it.
Stick it on Vivid.
Who said I bought it, Gray?
My finger discount.
Not even out yet.
So I'm going to run over some other things, and I'll burn through these pretty quick now because we're coming to the last couple of topics. I'll go over the favourite episodes that we've done because I think not a lot of people replied to this one. Fuck you guys if you didn't reply. A lot of people said, as I said earlier, that their favourite episodes was mine, as in it was the episode they were in. Their comment. The actual winner was Warhammer Pod, aka Dan. He actually had a couple of votes, and you know what? Dan is solid. We were talking about people earlier. Dan is a solid guest. He's come on. He's done us a favour before, and he has always got something to talk about, which is really super handy for me and Dunk because it makes our jobs easier. He's a good bloke, and we love him to bits.
And another guy who we thought the podcast was going to end this year as well, with his divorce from his partner as well, not his actual wife. Partner,
not his wife. Fucking hell.
Not his wife, but his male wife.
James.
We didn't know
his male wife.
His hobby wife.
His hobby wife.
Male wife
We didn't.
we need to be very careful with.
Yeah, his wife. Well, when did you divorce me? We didn't actually think that was going to continue, but we think with the community
He's cracked on.
rallied round him.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I think that's just like.
And you know what? Like as you're saying, the community wrapped around him. If you're not on it, his Discord is one of the busiest Discords I'm on. People are always chatting in that.
I can't be out for Discord.
I'm on it, but I don't use it that much. But
I
you know
go on
what?
it and I just go, what is this shit? What are you all these different things, like going, oh, there's 20 different subjects in here, and if you don't look at it, it'll start doing this. It's like, oh, go away.
That's like us, though. Right, we also had...
My genuine favourite was Spoon with the... I forgot his name. Yeah, he was... I loved his. It was just so
he was quality.
He was such an enthusiastic guy.
Yeah.
So knowledgeable and enjoyed the life as well.
If you haven't seen it, there's an Apple phone advert with loads of like cuddly toy animals singing a Flight of the Conchords song, and he did that advert. He was one of the puppeteers on it. But we also had some votes for Orange Brushes, Moonhopper. Again, as Dunk mentioned earlier, that was a good episode. And again, she's done me dirty. Eldar Artem has gone in there and said the ones without Casey.
Yeah.
I mean, Casey, you even turned up late to mine. It was me and Dunk for the first 10 minutes. So it's nothing new.
He was supposed to host tonight. He was supposed to host tonight and he was late.
2 minutes late tonight. 2 minutes.
Still late. That's early for you.
Mine was late starting, so Casey was on time. So.
Right, so some love for the other people who do podcasts. I think a lot of these I was expecting. You know, we had people talking about jugs. We had people, again, Warhammer got some love in there. WORH Hammer. Because he's a Geordie, so war means R up there, and I think that's wicked blown words. Odd Void, Adaptus Ridiculous, Poor Hammer, Heresy Hammer, and as I mentioned him earlier, Ewan McManus, love him to death. Only can say anything else other than yours. Now, when it came to Dunk, Case Your Chips.
What?
My last option on this was Dunk, Casey or Chips. It was a play on the old McCain advert, Daddy or Chips.
Yeah, Chips always wins.
The factory for McCain's, fun fact, is about a mile away from me, that way.
I've got one a mile away from me, but we don't live near each other.
That's what you think.
Oh, I know. Is that you outside flashing the light into my bedroom window?
I was just going to say, Casey, go check your shed.
Yeah. I've got nothing. My shed's full. No one can get in there. It's fine. So I came last with a big fat 0. Dunk got 1. Perry Jerry got 1, and the rest got Chips. So no one loves Casey.
Because you never hear Casey.
No, probably not. No. There was one I did about favourite independent company, as in not like Warlord, Games Workshop, Atomic Mass. Rogue Hobbies got mentioned, Baron's War Warcrow, which was yourself, Steve. A couple of Trench Crusade, a couple of Moonstone. Orange Brush got some love. One Page Rules got some love. Sharps Rifles got some love. Dark Fantastic Mills. And of course, Ewan McManus self-promoted himself. And I am not, no, can't blame him at all. If you run something and you want to give yourself a shout out, we are always happy to do that. And that is the 2025 categories and votes of the year. Like I said, if you did post some stuff up about your favourite and somebody else's favourite, I will go back. Fucking hell, all right, what is this?
Salt,
mate, you just said no one's cooked on a bloody podcast before. Now you're complaining about AK.
Oh, don't worry.
I weren't paying attention. The next minute, seeing cheese falling from the sky. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Absolutely.
Who's to say that was cheese? That could be dandruff. Look at this line for his hair.
That is chunky dandruff. It's dandruff.
It's come from his chest hair. It's dust from work. That's what it is.
Oh,
I've just brought my Mr. T in, and she's absolutely fully asleep.
You know what? We have to find out what headset Graham is using right now, because he is crystal clear, but not in the same.
We'll just start another podcast, which is The Life of Graham.
You know what? I'd tune in for that. It's like, what's Graham doing today?
Buying bodies.
It'd be fun for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's always fun until you actually witness the murder, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
This is the first tile I'm laying today. Oh shit, the body's in the way. There's the second one.
Look, if you haven't put it below the concrete, you don't even know what you're doing.
So I'm going to ask the three years this, right? What has been your personal model highlight that you've painted this year, and what's the one model that you've done shit on this year?
I'll go first. I mentioned my Reavers earlier because I'm fucking murdered them. I will say the thing I am happiest with is no, sorry. I'm that much in a rut at the moment. I could not care less about anything I've painted this year, and that's kind of depressing. And I'm sorry, chat's bringing and people tuning in to bring it down a level.
No.
Well, I just
better
don't.
than lying.
No, it happens.
I don't care.
It's better than lying. Just say,
Yeah. I'll actually say one of my hobby highlights this year has been meeting Commissar Molotov, Martin, and his fellas, and they invited me into their little group, and they didn't have to.
Laugh all you want, Duncan. That's how us three met.
And we will be doing more time next year at some point. For your bingo cards, you've got to mention it. And you know what? No, because I think I've had such a massive life change in the last year and a bit where I've moved to a different city, don't know anyone. And this guy's just like, come along and game with me, it's fine. And that's he didn't have to, and it's lovely.
Was it more of a, instead of a friend, was it more of a, please be my friend?
Yeah, I don't care. Someone like me?
I've got nobody around here that's into Warhammer.
Of course you don't. You live on top of a moor.
It's a fell, but all right.
Now you've asked them,
then. Go on.
Oh yeah, you go for it, Graham.
I was just going to say, I think the one I'm the happiest with is my Dreadnought, my Death Company Dreadnought. I'm happy with the job I've made on pretty much everything this year. The only thing I wasn't happy with was the orcs on my diorama, on my Halloween diorama. I got the Poxwalkers looking great. I was dead happy with them. And the orcs, I kind of ran out of time and I rushed them. And I couldn't remember how I'd done my orc last year to make it look as good as it did. And just got pissed off with it and just slapped them on as it were. Basically. I was like, fuck this, I'm sick of it.
That's fair. I'm in a bit of a rut because I started probably about 3 months ago where I was like, right, to improve Edge Highlight, I'll do Ultramarines. So I started with Victrix Guard, loved it. Then I did the Terminator, and I was like, And then I did the new guy, Ferius, whatever it is. And again, I was like, yeah, this is all right. I think my favourite has actually been the Tech Marine, which I need to post in like the next day or so. But like my Tech Marine is by far probably my best model this year. And
you did send me a picture of it, yeah.
I look forward to seeing that because I've got mine on the table, building it right now.
I have loved it, mate. I started a little thing for myself, thinking that I'm going to do every character when the Primaris first came out. Because at the time, I was dog shite at painting, and now I could probably do them justice. So I'm like, right, I'll do them justice. I think the worst, which has really pissed me off, is probably the Night Lord's Terminator that's on my desk at the minute.
All right.
I just can't get it to the point where I'm entirely content. Like, I've done all the edge highlights, I've gone round perfectly, I've done all the bronze, aged, and the lot, and I've put the shoulder pads on and put base coats on, and I'm like, I just probably won't finish this model. I've got to that point where I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if I need to just step back and do something else and then come back to it or not, but yeah, just going from loyalist to traitor apparently is not for me.
So just let me answer this. It's a cockerel.
No, I'm not going to say it. Dunk, what about yourself, Ray? You've thrown that question out.
Probably, I think it's tied between two for myself. I really did like my Lord of Foxes that I did.
That's good.
No, yeah. And my Fabius.
Nice,
I like my Fabius.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Probably the one model. Well, it wasn't because I painted them badly. It's because I had a wee accident with them last Saturday. I was going to play Warhammer and Strabane, and I realised that I hadn't taken my Lord of Contagion with me, so I went back in the house and put them on my car seat. And then I went to the shop to buy some treats for my Secret Santa, and I put them on top of my roof. And halfway down the road, I remembered that I'd left my Lord of Contagion.
No.
Yeah, so. And it was actually the Lord of Contagion that I posted. I did the close up of his face. That wee jolly. So I think it's Lord Felthius
No.
from the Twisted Cohort. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed myself for forgetting that I put. They're like leaving your child on top of the car. And I was like halfway down the road. I was like, for fuck's sake! So I had to proxy him with typhus
Oh,
inside.
Did you find him?
No, because I was like flying down the road.
Fucking hell.
So, I was outside a job, and I've got a huge adjustable spanner for the really big stuff, and I put it on top of my van. Completely forgot it was there. Drove home, drove to work the next day, and I was on the way to the suppliers from the job, and I heard some rattle on the top of the van as I turned a corner, and then it just struck me that it was this. I gets out, and it was just jammed on my roof rack and the roof. And this thing's like, it weighs something. It could have come off and absolutely totaled somebody. And I was just like, oh my God. That was like, it was just like.
No, that's terrifying. No.
Yeah, we do have a Discord Mindful Miniatures Club, right? But don't get excited. We only update it once every 6.5 months.
Yeah, we're lazy as
It's
shit.
that.
Yeah.
It's that.
We are lazy as shit when it comes to updating stuff, but we are very active on Instagram.
If somebody else wants to jump in, my tea's ready, I'll bugger off.
Matt,
Well, I think they'll be finishing soon because I've also got a night shift to go to.
That's a young man's game, that. As I was telling you last night at 10 o'clock when I was wrapped in my bed.
Tell me about it. I tried to get out of it tomorrow night and be like, I'll cover Friday day shift. Twat text me today and we're like, nah, I need you to do it. Like, you absolute scumbag.
Well, you should just reply going like, oh, don't think I can.
Don't think I can do it.
But anyway, it's been grand, fellas. That's the cap stay.
Yeah, man, thanks for
See you later, mate.
joining.
No bother.
So, Steve, before
Yes.
you go, right? What was I going to ask? What is the one miniature that you would like to see released next year? If you had a choice of releasing a perfect miniature for you, what would it be?
Do you know what I'd actually love is a revamped Grey Knight. Like, I would like to see them.
We did say the other week that they need a bit of love. They need a bit of like upscaling.
Yeah, like they've done it for every other faction now. Like, as we said earlier, like even Ultramarines have got their love now. Everyone's had separate characters and so on and so forth. I reckon Custodes are going to get that 30k reboot, which will be stunning, and it'll be like plastic dreads and all that. Hello. And then I think the only other thing that needs it for me would be Grey Knights. Not just a character. I want strike squads upscale.
Yeah.
Like, that's
and
what I would love
there
to
is
see.
Mr. Green Mank, who was an absolute saviour for me. He sent me his last defiler.
Oh, the defiler that got shot off the table
What?
in turn 1.
Yeah, honestly, man, I was pure gutted. After losing my Lord of Contagion, and then this cunt gets shot off the board in turn 1. And I've magnetised some of his bits as well. Look at me.
It's
What's
new
me
mini
not painting the
syndrome,
bits?
man. I don't know why you expected any different. It's new mini syndrome. Either the newest thing is painted or the newest thing on the board is going as quick as possible. Every game after it, it'll do bits, but the first one you put it on the board, it's just going to get twatted.
See, I'd convinced myself that I was going to win the roll off, and I was playing Tau, so I was going to scuttle that wee fucker up the board, and then the Tau player just absolutely he destroyed. And in turn 1, he just stayed where he was, and he shot off the defiler, my war dog, and a heavy block drone. So he wiped out like a third of my models.
Yeah.
But I managed to still get the draw. I deep struck my death shroud in turn 2, and he just made light work of pretty much his back line.
I did warn you. And yes, you can say, where's the evidence? But it was in a WhatsApp call and I didn't screen record it. But, and I know we had that conversation.
Listen, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And I've always said that in every HR meeting and every court case I've ever won.
For fuck's sake.
Right. On that note, I'm going.
Yeah, Steve, thanks for joining us, man. Absolute pleasure, mate.
Pleasure.
And as folks, before he goes, this man is going to be doing something that we've not seen in the hobby. You just want to plug yourself one more time?
Oh, yeah, literally, it's going to be Pigment Forge, so creating my own paints, getting people in the community together, picking stuff up, and essentially just having a bit of a play. And I know a lot of us just think we know paint because it comes in a little bottle. I think we just need to come together with it, create new stuff, and get the community involved in picking different colours. I've said that I am also going to, people like Duncan, who paint in just green shades, I'll create a few, and then my idea is, come February, March, do like a paint off with paints that I will then send you out and see what you think of them. Do things like that as well. So
I have painted other things that aren't green, like Grey Knights and fucking Necrons, you cheeky bastard.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear anything over the rattle can sound. But no, it will be nice. I'm really pushing for something just a little bit different instead of just the standard painting stuff. So yeah, it'll be good.
I'm down. That sounds mint.
Enjoy your night shift.
Oh mate, I'm going to love it. As you can tell, I'm dead happy. I'll see you later. Thank you again.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bye.
So for the last, we'll probably wrap it up in 10 minutes. Casey, you happy with that?
Yeah, we've gone well over, so we'll give it 10 more minutes. I do have somebody else that wants to get involved, so I think we will throw. Oh no, they're not there now.
How are you, Mike? Anyway.
I'm absolutely tip top, mate. I'm absolutely tip top. Been fucking mint.
How's shop going?
Shop's going well. It's been really busy, a bit quieter because it's the run up to Christmas, and then you've got like parents buying all the presents, but everybody else is a bit like, I don't know what I'm getting for Christmas. So then, like, I'm waiting for that Boxing Day run on. I'm not open on Boxing Day, but the day after, like, I'm expecting that shit to start dropping. You know what I mean? When everyone's got a little bit of money to spend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's really funny is like people were asking about guests earlier on about like good guests and like surprising guests, and I think you fall into the category of a surprising guest because when we had you on the very first time, it was only revealed, I think it was either very late or after you were on that you had a shop.
Mate, like it's just one of them things that I do, and I don't even realise to talk about it because I'm absolutely bollocks at self-promotion and social media, if you've noticed. But like, I go into work every day and I just kind of plod forward, and I forget that there's like a world out there that, you know, likes to know shit like that. But it's like, I just was like, paint models, that's what I do. I colour in minis.
Yeah. But it was so like, because you don't look, don't take this wrong way, you don't look as though somebody that would own like a miniature shop. You look as though you'd be like a motorbike mechanic or a mechanic or a tradie. You don't look, no. And I'm not meaning that in a derogatory way, but you don't look as though you'd be like telling people, oh, do you want to paint this? Do you want to drink this green paint, or do you want to paint this yellow paint? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But like, I don't know. I've always been a miniature nerd. You know what I mean? Everything else grew out of miniature nerd. Like, you think I like motorcycles because I like motorcycles? Nah. I like motorcycles because of that little guy. You know what I mean? That's why I'm into motorcycles. Like, I read that at like 12. And then went down to the local pub near me that just happened to have motorcycles sat outside, custom and all sorts, in like the, you know, late 90s and shit. It just twisted my whole worldview. But I was on the way to a model shop when I saw all the bikes, and it was like, hey, this is the world. I just think at the time that was it, you know what I mean?
I must say, I must say, your painting on this year with the dwarf guy has been.
Oh, I've not even taken a new picture yet. I've got to finish that because after we did, what was it? It was the Squidmar Open, and I got commended for that Space Marine, but the dwarf didn't really do anything. I don't know whether that was a whatever that was. But I went back and looked at the picture and like proper dialed in to where it was wrong, and I realised if you look at the photograph that I used, 2 of the fingers on one of the hands that's resting is as bright as the upper finger. And I was like, well, that's not right. I need to drag all that down. So since then, I've gone back and like retooled a load of the stuff. I just need to get my mate in who's a photographer to get the mini set back up in the light box and in the setup and get a proper photograph taken of it. But I think that's going to MPO this year. Well, next year. Next year, I think we're doing MPO. So I think that's going in. I've got another one, that steampunk bust I've nearly finished, so that's going to be going down as well. It's got a couple of refinements, a little bit of clean up on it, and then I think that's for MPO Bristol as well. So I'm quite excited about that. Quite excited.
Now, I'm going to ask you, gents, because Ems on Dark and Wings did join in earlier, didn't join it, but I'm going to ask a question. New Fallout dropped. Have you watched it?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm dying to.
I didn't know it's actually been released yet, so I'll probably get on it over the weekend. And Geraldine's away on Friday, so I will probably watch it on Friday.
I've watched it. I won't do any spoilers. They have continued it in the same vein as the last series, which is fucking great.
I've only got one question. Am I in the episode? No. Yeah. Damn it.
But I will say, I think it was planned for release later tonight, and for some reason they just dropped it a day earlier.
Oh no! Yeah, that's meant. Because when it's supposed to be 2 a.m. this morning, it was at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. It was coming out.
It was, and then it was 2 a.m. this morning instead. They just
I know I'm watching tonight then.
Yeah, Prime.
I think I finished Umbrella Academy yesterday, so it's just in time for Fallout to start. So like,
I love Walter Boggins. I love Walter Boggins as an actor. Ever since he was on The Shield and Predators and everything.
Justified. If you ain't watched Justified, go watch Justified.
What a show.
Amazing. But they just snuck it out into the wild. Yeah. I think they're doing it once a week, which, fair enough. But you know what? You know what you're gonna. You know what you're in for. And
that's it.
It was, the first episode was fun.
So yeah. Have you ever played New Vegas?
You know what? I didn't, and that kind of annoys me now. I'm looking at it, and I know that New Vegas is going to feature heavily in this episode, in this series.
Well, that's why I was wondering, because I don't know whether anyone knows this, but if you go to Hoover Dam, there's a quest of a guy with. I mean, Google it. I'm not talking shit. There's a guy called Mike Lawson in Hoover Dam. That was an apology. That was an apology for about 300 plus hours being lost out of a Fallout game when Fallout 3 came out.
You know what? No, like, I know Vegas got a lot of love. It got loads of expansions, didn't it? And it was like, I know people that played 3 and then played Vegas and were like, I wasted my hours with 3. Vegas is so much better.
Yeah, Vegas, mate, is an insane game. It's an insane game as well.
Isn't that when you go into space as well?
No, that's 3. That's 3 Mothership. And that's the DLC that broke it. It was Mothership Zeta. When that first came out, I lost 300 hours of the game. And they said they'd do something as an apology, and what they did was put my name in as a quest giver in Fallout New Vegas. Which was quite nice. It's quite nice.
I'll go. I'll Google you. Does he look
actually really scary? He does actually. It's really scary how much he looks like me. It's fucking shocking.
I would definitely have to go look that up then. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And considering how Stranger Things is released, like you get half of it, like a third of it now, the rest of it later, and then the last episode on New Year's Day is just that.
I mean, to be fair though, it is bangers marketing because you've now got like the month of November and December to catch up on everything. That you know on Christmas Day, when everyone's around, what's going to be cracking? That.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the family going to be doing? Sat down watching Stranger Things now on Christmas Day. It's just taken over Doctor Who's Christmas special, isn't it?
I will probably watch the Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler thing. I think it's Tiddler this year. No, Scarecrow's Wedding. I want to watch the kids' film because I quite enjoy them sort of things. Like last year with Wallace and Gromit, I thought Wallace and Gromit was sick. Well,
yeah, amazing.
That's my child mind.
Yeah, no. We're ignoring Christmas movies unless it explodes, dies, or rips something apart in the first 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, I'm avoiding Christmas movies because I can't get Jem to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's just not happening.
That's a classic, though.
No, I know, and it's the only Christmas movie I enjoy.
The whole bit where he waxes up the sledge.
You don't enjoy Die Hard 2?
Yeah, but it's not. All right, fair.
Ooh, we're getting into the ecumenical mess about whether Die Hards are Christmas films.
They absolutely are. There's no debate. They're absolutely Christmas movies.
Because they're based in Christmas. Like me and my mates are having a discussion on WhatsApp about what's the better movie, Die Hard 1 or Die Hard 2. I've got 3 simple points why Die Hard 2 is a better movie. 1, Die Hard 1 doesn't reference the Anakin Skywalk. 2, there is no sitting ducks. There's no sitting ducks.
Yeah.
And what's the third one?
Cole Meany's dodgy English accent.
No, not that.
Yeah, there's Cole Meany in the English plane. He's like, where the bloody hell have you been? But he's the most Irish motherfucker on the planet Earth.
Yeah, he's flying from Windsor Airlines. That's the... What was the second one? Anakin Skywalk.
The Sitting Ducks. Sitting Ducks in T-1000 was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a better point. What was it?
Was it at the beginning in Naked Kung Fu?
No, it wasn't Naked Kung Fu.
Naked Kung Fu 6, because if you watch that sequence where he's practicing his Naked Kung Fu and then he goes to fight John McClane on the wing of the plane, he does exactly the same shit that he does naked on John McClane, and it works.
It doesn't really work because John McClane knew what he was going to do.
No, he didn't, because he got the shit kicked out of him, kicked down the wing, and then John McClane was like, fucking hell, oh look, there's a valve there for fuel. So
not because if you watch it again, which I do all the time, he actually undoes the valve first of all, so he deliberately gets kicked over there, and then he pulls the... Because he knew
where he gets the shit kicked out, then gets kicked down, and then he gets back up again.
No, he beats up the black guy because he's black.
Have we just both watched alternate realities? Like, because both could be true. Mandela effect.
No, because he fights the Major first, and then he gets his ass kicked, and then he jams the aileron, but he also undoes the valve.
No, because he puts the coat in the wing bit. Oh,
yeah, there
you go. All right, we're gonna have to watch that now. Thanks. Tom.
What was my third point?
But I tell you what, the Major, everyone forgets the Major who dies in massive plot.
There was no mention. I remember it now. There was no mention of Iwo Jima in Die Hard 1.
Fuck off. The Major who gets kicked into the engine is in Coming to America as McDowell.
Here's a question, right, that I would like to have answered, right, in Die Hard 2, right? Because Die Hard 2 has its flaws, not as many as Die Hard 1. Because Hans Gruber was a good guy. He was just...
There's a whole thing where Hans Gruber is the protagonist in Die Hard 1 and John McClane's the antagonist. There's a whole argument that John McClane's the bad guy.
But my question about Die Hard 2, right, the Special Forces guys, right, they had to get the radio operator switched over because he came down with appendicitis, right? Which means that he knew what was going to happen. Did he ever face any consequences?
No one knows because John McClane killed everyone.
He didn't kill that radio operator guy because the radio operator guy had appendicitis and the new operator guy got his throat slit.
But then the only way the old operator guy would get caught, old radio guy would get caught, is if he outed himself. But because everyone else...
John McClane drafted him in.
He can just be like, because John McClane went in the fucking
don't know. Nothing to do with me, Chief.
Yeah.
Mike's out here fact checking us. He's like, hang on, who got kicked into the engine?
Who got kicked? No.
What came
I'll
first?
watch it and find out. That's well more fun than Googling on the internet. The internet's not got
No,
knowledge. The
I'm
world's
telling
got
you,
the
John
knowledge is out
McClane.
there, Casey. The knowledge is out there. Don't Google it. Cheapens knowledge, that. We're raising a generation of idiots who only know how to look up shit and don't actually remember stuff. Like, look at
I'm
some...
telling you now. I'm telling you now.
I'm too lazy to remember.
I'm telling you now, the guy that was in the Shawshank Redemption, who did Naked Kung Fu, because he was in the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
He was a rapey guy, wasn't he?
No. That was the guy that was in Aliens that was the rapey guy. He is the one that sits, it's actually part of the in crowd who has the winning horse in the first night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, one with cold catfish.
Yeah, he won the catfish game. You'll see that John McClane beats up the Major, undoes the valve, gets his ass kicked, and then undoes the petrol as he's back up, and then chucks a lighter on it and blows up the plane. But also, why did they not just fucking land when Windsor Air and the other plane blew up?
I did think that. It's like, you've already had one plane crash. Why is anyone else looking down and thinking, oh, look, I can land there now?
And then another plane blows up.
Maybe it's to do with the straight line of fuel.
Maybe
it's just really shitty writing.
Don't not. And here's my last fact. Die Hard 2 was the first film that Alan Rickman ever done. Die Hard was the first film.
I think, he was Shakespearean, wasn't he, for ages?
It was a theatre.
Yeah.
But I actually watched Die Hard 3 the other day. Die Hard 3 is good up until they got on the boat.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. 3's amazing from start to finish. Masterpiece.
We don't need the bit with the helicopter chase. That was a bit shit.
Yeah, it was shit when they go to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, Canada ruins everything.
It's just like, we'll all run to Canada just so we can get filming credits.
Do you know what I need to watch now? Now that we mentioned Canada, 2 great films that have Canada mentioned in them. One at the start and one at the end. No. Super Troopers.
Yes.
Canada almost made it. And The Long Kiss Goodnight.
That's also another great film. A lot of people sleep on that.
Yeah.
This is amazing in that.
See when she goes to Samuel Jackson and she flashes him and then rips the band-aid off. Oh, baby.
But no, I will say again, the best film to mention Canada is South Park.
Yeah, bigger, longer uncut. Sorry.
Yeah.
Classic. I haven't watched that film in years. It's probably really badly.
And I bet you I could still sing along to every fucking song.
Standard.
Yeah.
Standard. I've got them running around in my head right now.
Yeah.
I've got Blame Canada in my head right now.
All of them. I can think of all of them.
Yeah.
You know what you're saying earlier about like life is out there. I don't have to Google that, but if you ask me something important like what's going on in my son's school next week, I will have to Google that.
yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I've got Blame Canada up here.
I'm just as guilty of it.
Right, guys, I'm ready to bounce off.
Yeah, same.
Because Shitey McEaterson is needing the toilet.
Okay. Enjoy the walk then.
No, she can talk to the back door. I ain't walking.
Right, I'm a dip too then.
In Dragon's Cave, what would Brian Boitano do if he was right here right now? I bet he'd kick an arse or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do.
And guys, that will be us until the 7th of January, I think. I think we've got a couple of guests lined up. But yeah, we'll be back in the 7th of January. I will get this episode and last week's episode uploaded on Friday because she doesn't.
You might need to censor Jayhan. I didn't get to see him when he's logged on, but he had his hat and I don't know what else he was wearing. But
it was just a big Space Marine hat with cat ears.
Oh, he didn't have his boobs out or nothing.
Oh, I think we all had our boobs out at one point.
Get some black bars up for safety. This is a family show.
I'll seek it under guidance.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
I
but yeah, look, as you say, I just like last word of wisdom from me. Apart from being late tonight, because I am always late. You've said it there earlier that if it weren't for me, we probably would have binned this off. But vice versa, if this wasn't for this, I probably would have binned a lot of stuff off. I think we have complemented each other perfectly this year. I think we've worked really well, and I'm looking forward to the challenges of next year.
I'm potentially setting up a meet and then cancelling at the last minute, like we always do.
Like we did that. Well, last time was the FA Cup.
No, it was your dead mate.
Oh yeah, my dead mate. And the FA Cup. Well, I'll blame everything, but we will sort something out, and we will involve people. We will do Inquisition first. That will happen, and yeah, we will let people know what we're doing and when.
Yeah, and folks, remember, join Orange Brushes. Give all of our guests a follow, and we'll see you all next year.
And we
it's
love
a good night from me,
and it's a good night from him.
Love you all. Hey.
Toodaloo.
Bye.